The METHOD Lab.
Welcome, everybody, to the Method Lab, the METHOD Lab. We are here. What's today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, and like we still going, and we still have the studio packed. Yeah. If you guys don't see L to my left, that is because he is on his way. He's taking care of some very important business. But I'm here. Yeah. And we got OG and Burnham here for a little while. And we got Eleazar across the board.
We were just talking about it before.
Yeah.
It's about music.
And
music. Being that we're all DJs and air personalities, we're music aficionados. Right? Mm-hmm. And his 25-year-old DJ, I'm going to say he's 25, 27.
Okay.
I actually purchased one of his jump drives. Dude's super cool. And he's from Germany. And I was listening to it, and his music selection is double his age.
So jump drive, you say jump drive, what does that mean?
Flash drive.
Just full of his mixes?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
And
okay.
I gotta plug back in with them.
Production remix.
Okay, okay.
And I was like, you know what? I was watching dude on some of his lives.
Yeah.
Like, all us DJs, we go live once in a while.
Yeah.
And he was live, and I was like, all right, I was digging his style, whatever. And then he said, oh, and by the way, I'm going to be selling my catalog of about personal remixes that I've made, and then just mixes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On a flash drive, type ordeal. And so he puts up the link, and I obliged him. I bought it.
Yeah.
And it finally showed up, and then the other day while we were here doing paint pours and stuff, I plugged it in and we listened to it. And he took me back. I was shocked because his style when he was online, I'm a house head. I'm a house fanatic.
Yeah.
He was doing like some jazzy house stuff. The mixes, they do correlate to that, but the mixes that I was listening to were like Earth, Wind, and Fire and some Bee Gees, and it was like some wild mixed stuff was super dope with like a house rhythm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was like, well, okay, so like this dude's influence in music comes from that of his parents. It has to.
Right. Man, I need to plug in with Germany, man. I speak that stuff, man. I need somebody to talk to, man.
Right.
I speak that stuff.
I need to
for
go
it,
out
man,
there.
right here in Milwaukee.
Nice.
Right,
Judy Booth.
Oh, hey,
Judy, how you doing?
Hey, Amber.
What up, Amber? Tech support.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Welcome to the Messenger.
Yes, welcome to the Method
The
Lab.
Method Lab.
I'm the
You
new
guys
Larry.
know.
I'm Baby
Man.
Gio. Swap us out, dude.
Right? I
I'm
watched
Baby Gio, y'all.
I watched this movie the other day. I don't know if you guys checked it out.
Like the mama on Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just came back the next season. It was a whole different chick. Like,
Did you guys watch the reunion show? It's pretty good.
It's
out.
Pretty dope. It's just a show, like a hour long. I think it was like hour.
Was on Netflix?
Where they it's on HBO Max.
I'm about to check that
But
out.
you probably could find it on YouTube. But it's about an hour. They pretty much bring the cast back. They bring both Aunt Vivs in.
Really?
They've never met each other, so they pretty much went over the story and
Oh, they made a backstory to it?
So it was
they
an actual, like they do the love and hip hop reunions.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
it
Oh, I
was
thought
a
they
show.
filmed a new...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
no.
Like it was a
I
new
thought they was
series.
working on that.
Show
They are doing
Chilla.
they are doing a remake, or they're gonna reboot it. At least that's the last thing I heard. But yeah, it's gonna be more modern.
I didn't get to watch it, but I heard that Will Smith did a lot of apologizing to everybody because of the way he was acting. Because at some point when it was the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, he was on a clout kick, like you can't tell me shit, blah blah. You know what I mean?
He was
That's funny
he was
because-
Mr. MIB. He was Mike Lowry.
You know what? But it's what's funny to me about that is he should have been used to, by that time, he should have been used to being famous.
Yeah, but he was 21 though.
He had the Grammy. The parents just don't understand. He had been a rapper and shit already, so toured and shit. So he should have been kind of, okay, I'm used to having a little money, having a little clout. You know what I mean? But I guess, in essence, the show blew him up way bigger because of those movie roles.
Yeah.
We all come from the music world, right?
Yeah.
We're all music aficionados.
Right.
So Do you think that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the show, blew him up bigger than his rap career?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they worked hand in
Now,
hand.
he was big in his rap career because he did get the Grammy, but he was labeled. This at a time when they was in rap. It was what's commonplace now was not back then. It was cliche. They called you sellout and stuff like that. Then they called him. Remember, Ice-T was on Arsenio and called it bubblegum rap and all that. So he was like in a category to where I don't think he could have went any further. You know what I mean?
think he crossed over really well when he did that because he took that money. People from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now want to hear this goofy kid that we watching on TV. We want to hear his music now, and his catalog opened up to some people that might have not paid it attention in the beginning.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it didn't blow him up bigger than the.
What if Will Smith would have
that
went
they
gangster?
call that, huh?
What if he would have went gangster like that polished thing
Like
didn't
Vanilla
work
Ice?
out? Yeah.
And that's,
He don't even
Like-
look like
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying?
see, he's the here we go again, FM radio hip hop dude.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
That's where he fits.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
So you got Welcome to Miami and
Yeah.
Summertime.
But you
all
think
these-
if Fresh Prince if that era of his life never had happened though, would
I
that
don't
have
think-
been a possibility still?
Man, they do
You
it
know,
to everybody.
I don't
they might
think
put
so.
you in a gold chain.
Yeah.
They might put you in a dress. You never know with the Hollywood, man.
He would have faded because I feel like he left just in time because it was going gangster. Right
okay.
when he left, it was just going
Back up
really
for a
gangster.
Yeah.
And he
People got
out.
tired of breakdancing.
Yeah, he made the transition right in time. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
You know
Thanks,
y'all
Julie.
making Bad Boys 2. I got another song for y'all.
Controversy over the Enveil change was due to pigmentation of skin, from what I understood.
So what? Well, the first Enveil was too dark?
No, according to this, it depends. I guess you never know the truth unless you were there, you know. But according to that, it was mainly Will didn't want to share the limelight. Like she
Right.
had demands, and he didn't want her to have her own special demands. He wanted shit to go his way and how he wanted it. And from the show, seeing how it was orchestrated, I can get it because he was very controlling on the atmosphere. Like it had to be hype. Like it was like as soon as people showed up on the set, there was a routine. They met in the, in the back room and they kumbaya'd for 3-4 hours, and then they each
Might have
gave.
been that buzzkill.
then
Like, man, every
you know.
time you come around,
The fucked up part is like what they. I don't want to give away the story, but she had a very difficult home life. So this atmosphere, she would come into it, come after being, in a domestic situation,
Right.
and she just didn't know how to, but no one knew. So obviously it's Hollywood, so people just shoot her. Oh, well, just keep her away from Will. Just keep her
Right,
away from
right.
Will. And he never really knew what was going on, type shit. But hey, you never know, like you said.
If you look at the show, like when they had the original Enveil,
Yeah.
she was more prevalent
Yeah.
Yeah.
than when the new one came.
one just
it was
played
like
her
she
role.
had just as well. It was like the Will and Enveil show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was like she had whole episodes.
Yeah.
She wanted to be a dancer and
Yeah.
all that stuff. She had entire episodes built around
love
her.
with Tatiana.
And so
He's
maybe
my
there could have
baby.
been a little
Woo.
jealousy on Will's part, where it's like the show is called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not Enveil.
About me and my
Bel-Air.
antics.
You know what I'm saying?
His little stepson or whatever,
Right.
step nephew.
Right.
That's crazy though, the dynamic of how that show evolved though, because it was on only for 6 years,
But dude, that show-
and how it came from a concept and how it literally there's a story that I've heard before from him, from Will, is how he got presented. Actually, a story I heard from Larry, but to hear it from his point of view, it's fucking crazy that Quincy Jones invited him to a party and said, "Hey, we have this script we want you to do," and guess what? Everybody in that room right there is the people that are going to greenlight it. So how much time do you need to get ready to go and do a live an audition?
Right.
He's like, fuck, okay, well, that in itself, for it to be that process, that's like, that's a once in a million lifetime,
Right.
chance.
Right.
And the fact that he captivated and was able to snowball it into what it is now, that shit's.
And
That's
at a
dope.
time, once again, when that was taboo in rap, to do anything but rap. You know, you couldn't be a movie star.
Really?
They're like, oh no.
I thought that was something that most people aspired to.
Oh man,
No,
you
they
was a
say you sell
sellout.
out.
Yeah, you was
Oh,
a
really?
sellout.
Sold out, yeah.
Even Hollywood, like movies, and because most rappers did either horror movies or
Man,
action movies.
Listen, because who started it? Ice Cube and them broke the mold. You know what I'm
Cube
saying?
and them, yeah.
As
Ice-T.
making it cool because he was a gangster rapper that went
Was that
route.
before High
You know what
Learning
I
with
mean?
Busta Rhymes? Was that before?
Yeah, way
Yeah,
before.
Colors.
Okay, I
Some
saw
others came out,
Yeah.
like rappers that were in that movie.
in college.
Right.
Yeah.
And Breaking, remember Ice-T was in Breaking.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? He was in a couple breakdance movies. Ice-T was in a few movies way back then.
he was.
But I mean, you know, I guess they let it go. But I feel like the whole hip hop community from back then owes MC Hammer an apology.
Right.
Yeah.
Because everything he did, they labeled him a sellout for, is commonplace now.
And Ja Rule. Y'all
It
better
is.
say sorry to Ja Rule.
Right.
That's little baby grandpa.
Y'all gave you guys a bad rap. And then, you know, 50, they said 50 Cent killed New York hip hop.
Yeah, they
Because he
do.
came out with the singing. I can kind of get it. Because he did change
With the
whole,
21 questions.
Yep, he changed the whole flow and shit because he was
Yeah.
selling so many records. And he was so big that
Yeah.
he changed the scope. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Yeah, he kind of murdered it. But
Like Amber said, she said, who doesn't know the song to that stuff? You know, the theme. To Fresh Prince.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
Call in and sing it to us.
No, right. The problem is that you have all these different demos that watch that show. It's like the Cosby Show.
Right.
Okay? Those shows forever changed how we saw families on TV interact. Okay? Because you had all the white shows. You had the Andy Griffith Show. You had the Brady Bunch. You had, what was that, the one where they had different strokes.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Where it
yeah.
was interracial families.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then, but they were adopted. And then you had, what was the other one?
Oh yeah, with Gary Coleman, Webster.
Yeah,
Webster was
Webster.
adapted as well.
But
Yeah,
then you had obviously Good Time.
yeah.
Then you had the Cosby Show, and you know what I mean. Then you had the other show with Horshack and them. Welcome Back, Carter.
Welcome back, Kyle.
These all before my time. I'm trying to
But see, if you look at all,
I was
these
born the year
shows,
the Cosby
one
Show did his
everybody
best.
Remembers is the Cosby Show,
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But those are the ones that were the wholesome good shows that everybody
Yeah.
sat down at family time to watch TV, right?
Right.
But if you look at what catapulted controversy and goodness and wellness in families, Cosby Show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they covered everything.
Yeah, they tapped
Yeah.
into it. Drugs, everything.
Yeah.
Rap. When rap was taboo, they had rap on there
Yeah,
because
he
they
made
wanted
Jello
to rap.
pudding for everybody and had them explain rap for him.
Right. Yeah. and then a lot of star Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Well, he was on the Cosby Show.
Yep, he was a regular on the
What?
Cosby Show. Man,
Get outta
everybody,
here.
every black actor
They used-
back then.
we used to
in
watch that when I was
Hollywood came
young.
through the
I ain't
Cosby
know
Show,
that.
man. Yep, they all came through the.
Done a walk through the Cosby.
Marissa Tomei was on Different World.
Yeah.
You know
Because
what
they
I'm
used to
saying?
do the lip sync thing with the family. They used to grab a little whatever. You know what I mean? Do lip sync.
Adam Sandler was his guy, was Theo guy. That was his friend.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a lot of people came from these shows. That was the show. You know what I'm saying? To get through and to have on your resume.
Yeah, oh
The
yeah.
Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, okay, come on. Come on with it. You know, they say Rudy couldn't even read. You know what I'm saying? She learned how to read. She was remembering scripts and lines, and she didn't even know how to read.
Wow.
Those things are what molded 90% of our generation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We look at it and go, wow, man, it's crazy. So now if you're watching reruns, we recite them. We know
Yeah,
what's going
right.
to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and he comes on and he starts singing and he's in the bar and he's got to kick the jukebox because it starts skipping. I know.
Right,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Everybody say
Chicken
that,
Will.
right.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Chicken Will.
But
Hey, they said, look, he's running again.
see, that's what I'm saying. See, these are the things that are iconic in what we grew up with.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows that stuff. So when I had asked the question, do we think that Will Smith's career would be different now if it wasn't for Fresh Prince?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
It would be way different. We don't even know who Will was.
Nope.
Exactly.
Right.
You
He'd
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
has-been somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to
On
rap.
VH1.
I think Elle still watch I Love Lucy once a week.
If it's on, I'll watch it.
Years ago. Honestly, bro, like I'm partial to all the old stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because this new stuff to me is so disrespectful.
Right.
It really is. Like to me, I'm from the old school, right? And I watch these new shows, and my kids watch all this weird new stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, if that was me when I was young, I would have got hit with a frying pan.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey girl, how you doing? Body yada yada yada.
You know what I mean? I would have got thumped in the head with a guajalote or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude.
Right.
But see, for me, it's like, wow, that's crazy. Like, it's the disconnect from today till then is gone.
Oh, yeah.
There's not even a gray line anymore.
It's just bold now.
Yeah.
Bro, baby.
Right. That's where we at.
It's just
It ain't
bold
even
now. You
R&B
gonna
no
suck
more.
these-
I
or
call
what?
it F&B. It's just fucking.
Ain't no more. We gonna go to the movies and hold hands. It's dope, baby.
Right. And the women singing it like we were
Right.
saying earlier. Once upon a time, there was a big thing about rap lyrics being misogynistic and all that. And I'm like, now you got Megan Thee Stallion
They're
and
like,
the
that's
City
all you got?
Girls and all
That's
that,
all you
and
got?
they
Me and my
rapping it.
girls go crazy.
And it's like, man, like. It just went from there. One thing, back to the I like the Cosby Show for one reason, is because we didn't look poor on
Yeah.
TV. I kind of got
It
tired
changed
of
the
that. You know
dynamic.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
It changed the
And
dynamic.
people, do you know it was black people? Well, we on Facebook, right?
Yeah, we can say whatever the fuck you want,
The
OG.
N-words, you know what I'm saying? Not black people, but the N-words was like, that's impossible. A black doctor and a black lawyer married in the same. That was like, it couldn't happen. And I'm like, well, why not? I'm sure it's somewhere, just not in your neighborhood, probably. You know what I mean?
Like,
but
see,
it's
Cosby
somewhere.
had them side pieces the whole
Everybody had
time,
to
see?
look I'm a Good Times fanatic. I got a picture
JJ.
signed. I got a picture with JJ.
Yeah.
A real picture that's on my beds. I'm every episode. But
Need a life-size version of that.
I hated to see us poor all the. They was like sometimes they was too poor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I know that's a reality sometimes, but on TV I didn't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, we just look like shit.
Right, but like in the good times. Moving on up, those were affluent families. Like, you know what I mean? All that stuff. Georgia Wheezy.
The Henderson.
You know what I'm saying?
What
You
is
look at
that?
Georgia Wheezy, they both had good jobs. They had a maid, which is crazy.
Weezy ain't had no job.
No, but
She was George went. She started out the housekeeper.
Yeah.
For the bunkers.
Yeah.
She was on the bunkers and she was a housekeeper.
Right.
But George blew up.
Yeah.
And then she stopped working. You know what I'm saying?
Moving on.
They moved on up, right? Yeah.
But see, the thing is, we look at all those shows, and like you said, they didn't look poor on TV. And you know what? I never looked at it that way.
Right.
But it's true, they didn't look poor.
Right.
Now, if you watch stuff like Sanford and Son, right?
Yeah.
They owned a junkyard and salvage yard, so they had shit everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? Lamont and Sanford, they were always in the house or in the kitchen or whatever. They would sit down, but it was a weird set. You know what I mean? It really wasn't a big set for them.
No.
How about the Wayans?
And everything.
I like that. They was
That's
middle
a whole
class.
And like I say, when you black and you young and you poor, I wanted to see some hope.
Yeah.
You know, because at the time when the Cosby's was kind of big, I was coming into like 6th grade, 7th grade, stuff like that. Then I was going to school in West Dallas, so I was seeing a whole different stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay, I want to see something to like more or less motivate You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, okay, we all poor.
Something to aspire to,
Right,
not
yeah.
something
I'm
to
like,
relate
man,
with.
the Cosby's, they lived in the brownstone. They owned it. He had his office downstairs. And, you know, they had stuff. It was like ownership. First, I want to own a house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I see these black people on TV owning a house. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Can black people own a house? Yeah, okay, that's what I want. No, instead
And
of
then every
these people
single kid
living in
had
a-
their own room.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
not like
everybody
us.
had their own room, right.
All 6 of us in
Upstairs
one
and
room.
Downstairs. Now, at that time, I come from living in duplexes.
Yeah.
So we only got one floor.
Yeah.
So that was something to inspire folk. I want an upstairs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, my upstairs look like, man, come on.
Right. My upstairs was the attic, the roof.
Right.
That was my, you go upstairs in my house, you was on the roof. Or the other people's house. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else's house. So that meant something to me to see us on TV looking a certain way. You know what I mean? And not just like, okay, we poor. Like I said, on Good Times, everybody, they was poor. Like, $5 poor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know how we gonna pay the rent.
Yeah.
And I'm stressed with them.
Right.
Like, man, how is they gonna pay the rent?
Exactly.
Now, I'm stressed out at home and shit. Like,
I gotta tune in next week.
Right, like, damn.
Damn, they got
I'm getting
evicted.
Put out. You know what I mean? Right. I feel like I'm gonna put out. You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I was out there. My mama saw fit, like they said, sitting me to get the, you know, I ain't used none of it till now. You know what I'm saying? But,
It was hibernating.
right. It's still there. I'm still thankful for it, though. You know what I mean?
Man, I bet they was trying to be your friends just because they like Will Smith. Like, yeah, West Dallas.
Oh man, you got asked. Did you know? It was crazy.
Oh, gee, did you turn your jacket inside out?
Huh? Nope.
No, when you was
in
West Dallas.
Oh
West
yeah,
Dallas?
turn. You know what I did? That was.
Like the Fresh Prince.
You know what I did that was completely insane to them, even the teachers and everything? I had my name cut in the back of my head.
I used to have that all
I
the
used to
time.
have- and they was just like, you know what, it's 88, 89. They like, why did you do that?
You paid extra
You know,
for that?
Right. Like, how much does something like that cost?
Right.
Now I got that a lot. Like, that had to cost a lot.
I
Like,
used
it
to love
was
getting them designs
$10.
on my head.
You know what I'm
Southside
saying?
real big, whole back of my head.
I used to go to Cutteria all the time when I was old. I used to go to Cutteria or Mr. Dino's when Marco was still there.
Okay.
Right? And I had Marco do the whole New York skyline on my head.
Oh yeah.
And it was so new at the time, you know? He's like, you for real? I'm like, yeah, man, go ahead. So he did it.
Yeah.
And I had the whole New York skyline on my head, dude. And everybody was like, bro, how much did that shit cost? Man.
Shit, the dopest graphic I ever had was going to Tony the Colombian and he fucked my hair up. But my dad wanted to pay $5 a cut.
You're right.
So it was all of us.
The floaties.
Hell
When
yeah.
I stayed on the south side, I was had got some money, and I wanted to already have my hair cut when I hit the north side.
Yeah.
So I went into a Supercuts.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
So I'm in the Supercuts. And I asked this lady, "You ever cut black people head?" Yeah, all the time. You know, niggas come in there all the time. You know, all the time. So I'm like, "You sure?" Because I'm like, you know, she like, "Yeah." So of course I sit down. She fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? I go to another barber shop, and I'm like, they just like this, like it's all white barbers. They like. I'm like, can you cut it
YouTube.
bald? I'm like, I just want it bald because ain't no coming from this. But they at least being out like, hey, y'all don't come in here a lot. We don't know what you want us to do. You know what I'm saying?
I let this girl know I cut my hair in the mall. I had to work that day and I had court the next morning. I got my hair cut on break in the mall. I'm like, damn, I was devastated,
Yeah,
dog.
they screwed me
Devastated.
around.
I like, you ain't gonna line me up? She said, what is that? What is that?
When she went to line me up, this is where I knew it was really wrong. She pulled out the battery operated line. I'm like, oh,
Bro, they had the blade reindeer, and I was like, you ain't gonna use that? No, that's illegal. I can't put that against. What is it for then? What you mean?
It's
that's
aesthetic.
illegal. I might cut your.
That's for aesthetic purposes.
Man, now, do you know that we got the highest standards for like barbers and cosmetology? It's like here in California,
We have some pretty
it's
good.
like the highest standards. You know what I'm saying? So if you do hair good. I mean, if you do hair here, you know, you pretty much do it anywhere. You know what I mean? They teach you everything.
Yeah, they got some pretty good schools here. They got Avita and Paul Mitchell,
Even do the
VC.
The
Yeah,
one at MATC is actually
That one,
That's where everybody go.
My
Yeah.
wife actually graduated from there.
Okay.
Because she's a beautician and barber. So she had to get, her degree or whatever from
Yeah.
there or whatever. But
She do
it's,
fades?
all the time. Yeah. She got one of these.
He heard that one before. He talked about last time you heard that one. Nah, his wife knows what she's doing.
LG don't come by anymore.
Just do the ball.
In the beginning, I was the fucking
Yeah.
Oh, I need a model for this week's test. All right.
That's good.
I had so many fucked up haircuts. I had so many fucked up.
At least they were trying. My mom used to go get the bowl. Like fuck.
Hey,
Like, fuck.
One
what
clip
up,
fade,
girl?
one clip
we were
fade.
cut before.
I got a haircut fetish to this day. I get my hair cut every week religiously because when I was a kid, my haircut game was fucked.
Yeah.
My mama, I don't. It was either once a month
Yeah.
or once every couple months. You know what I'm saying? I became an expert at combing my hair and
I
trying
had
to do
long hair
something.
because we was broke, not because I wanted to at
Right.
first.
Right, yeah.
The haircuts was not cheap.
That's
I
why
had to grow my
cats
hair
grew them
out.
dreads.
When I started getting money, I only grew it back out because they put me on the billboards. I was trying to flip it up, but as soon as I started getting money, I'm like, we cutting this shit.
Hey, that's like my brother. He wore a curl into about 2003.
Yeah.
And the only reason he cut it because he was on the run. That's the only reason he cut that motherfucker.
Yeah.
He tried. And they was like, man, they know this haircut. I'm like, man, it's 2003 anyway, though. Bro.
Drips too much.
You know
It
what I
drips.
mean? Maybe it's time to let go of the curl. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about the long curl. I ain't talking about I'm talking about now. The long Rick James.
The
you know what I'm
ramen
saying?
noodles.
I'm gonna cut it again, man. I want to find somebody to donate my hair to, man. I'm gonna cut it again. I think it's time, man.
Yeah,
Y'all
check
know,
out.
like
I had them all over the rest of
a kid with cancer that lost their hair or something, they can have it, man. You gotta go to the right person.
Hell, say he had a mullet.
He had a mullet.
I had a mullet.
He had a Latin King cut.
Say she had
It wasn't even mullet. It was called Latin King cut when he had it.
A
brother Ted.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. That was the cut too.
The Latin
West
King said they
Side. When they came up to whoop Mario, that's when half of them out there had.
Oh, you see the other side was faded.
Yup,
Come back.
yup. Isaac, I remember his name. Isaac had that. I can remember him, dog.
You would never think a mullet would be a gang-related haircut.
Man, they rock
Kings,
him.
though.
I never thought it was. I never knew it was gang related.
Though the Latin Kings, they got the Latin King tails. They grow the whole thing, and the longer your tails, the longer you been a king.
Man, all of them had them.
Yeah, bro.
It's like the rings in a tree.
And the Mexicans had the MPs. They had the tails, not the full tail across, but the patch in the back, like Coming to America.
For real.
Hey, they had there was this little guy.
Whole right eyebrow gone, banging hard as hell.
I forgot his name. What was his name? It was a little guy that went to school with us, right up here in West Dallas. And Mario was a white dude, but he was from the hood. He was from the North Side, 40th and Lloyd, the hood. You know what I'm saying? So, and he grew up in the hood.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, I don't know why, he put Lil Dog in the locker. Like some movie shit, because he was a little dude, you know what I'm saying? So he put him in the locker. I ain't never seen that many Latin Kings, because he put the wrong dude
In the locker.
You put Lil Puppet in the locker.
Right, yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. He put the wrong guy in the locker. And he got beat up extra bad because this was a guy that was cool as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody got that family member or whatever that's so cool. You get kind of protective over them because they'll let stuff go. You know, somebody could be fucking with them and they'll be like, "Oh man, I ain't worried about that." You be like, "Man, you better tell that." You know what I'm saying? He put that guy in the locker that everybody liked. So man, I swear, if it wasn't 50, it was 60. Motherfuckers came up there. Hey, it was so many. Like I say, I'll never forget this. I ain't gonna make it long, but it was so many that none of the staff or nobody helped dude.
Damn.
Nobody, no teachers, nobody came to his aid because they didn't want to get beat up.
Damn.
Hey, we was ignorant, man.
Can you imagine somebody can help you? You out there and just like, they like you on your own. You shouldn't have put him in the locker.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
One of the guys came with the electric shaver to school one day and decided it was a good idea to find all Latin kings and shave their brother tail off. I'm telling you, my God, that's hood. I'm glad that lifestyle gone, baby. He was wilding, like, get dude, cut his tail off. Like, what? You imagine that going on down?
Man, that would have happened one time. That would have been it. But yeah, it used to be wild back then. I never that haircut, man. I could see it, right? I'm looking at Isaac right over my head, like, it makes sense. Because everybody had, I thought maybe it was just a popular haircut. You know what I mean? Like,
It
everybody
was
got
the number 17 on the board on the wall.
You couldn't even get that haircut at just any barbershop.
Nah.
Like, you have a cobra over here cutting hair like, hey man, well, you stop his whole haircut like, hey man.
Cut it real.
You gotta go.
You gotta call Truces to go get a haircut.
Right. Get cut on the north side. I'm going to the north side to get my hair.
Man, that's where I used to get my haircut. We used to go over on, what's that, 12th and Atkinson?
Ooh, you was in the...
Yeah, we were upstairs and there was this old man that used to live down the block from my guy's house. And he cut hair in his attic. His mom would cook burgers and shit. You go in there, it's like a whole diner, whole experience.
Yeah.
Like you go up the stairs, like 6 of the steps are missing and shit. You gotta climb into it. Once you get up there, it's old movies.
Let me get a
You know,
blunt, a slice of
old
pizza,
movies,
and a
yeah.
number 2 fade.
Legit. It was just like that. Get a blunt, get a motherfucking double cheeseburgers with the special fries on the side. And
A homemade double cheeseburger probably
legit.
ain't big.
Hell yeah. Shit, let me get one for now, one while I wait, and one for afterwards.
Right, especially
type
if
shit.
I make
Like,
it.
man, it was.
It was always, that's one thing about the hood. It was, I can remember Ron Daddy, he used to post up once a week and just cut everybody hair.
That's what I'm saying.
Whoever ain't had no money, he just be like, you be over there getting your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that was good. We actually had people that did that back in the days.
That's crazy because barbery or barbers, that's usually a profession where you're gonna find people that are like that,
Right.
that do that community
Shout out
service.
to
'Cause
the chop shop up the block. They come to the charity events.
Yeah.
We go together and they cut them hairs for free, man.
that's
Chop
what's
shop
up,
right
man.
around the corner.
We
That's
did
what's
it,
up.
I did an event, and they had a few barbers. They had a chick braiding hair, and you know,
Right, yeah.
Cheese,
Shout out to
yeah.
Cheese Clippers too.
Cheese
And you're
clippers.
right, that is something to do that for free, and you sit there, and you got to cut all these people. It's normally something you would get $20, $25 and up for. So it's good that they come out and do that.
You gotta talk to him like a lawyer. Can I get a pro bono cut, man?
Right. I need to, because like I say,
Kyrie, what up?
it was times I needed those free
Right?
haircuts. You know what I
Shit,
mean?
if you could, if I knew where to go to save myself from that bowl cut, like for sure I would have been there. For sure, hell yeah.
I'm in it, bro. I had a mullet when I was like 4 years old, 5, probably all the way to like 7, bro.
Yeah.
They mulleted me, bro. I'm still mad at you, mama. I swear I'm still
Had you
frustrated.
running around like Joe Dirt.
Man, my mama husband had that dumbass haircut, and she thought he was cute. And thought
Man, Dale
That's
Earnhardt.
probably why I started gang, man. I couldn't take the mullet no more. I'm tired of this shit.
I used to have a curl. You know what I mean? My mama, got me a curl because I don't know. She couldn't, I didn't keep my hair cut, so I would have hair. So She would do different things. Now I'm just thinking you torture me. Look, I'm sitting here, I'm thinking about it like, oh, that was unnecessary. She used to do the hot comb. I know how I feel to have the hot comb on you and get burnt when they burn you right there on the back of your neck.
She just wanted something to do. Like, come here.
You can't even move. You got to get burnt and take it. Just was getting burnt. Like, I hate this. You know what I'm saying? Like, just cut it off. It's $5. It's 1985. You know what I'm saying? It's $5, please. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, man, let me get out of here. I got wrapped up with y'all. It's easy, man. It's easy to get wrapped up in here, man. Right, get to talking.
Man, where Larry at, man? Come on,
we start with Fresh Prince, and we end up
right.
the haircut stories.
Right. Hey, I like that. Cause that's how my thing used to be. I'm like, man,
shit. The biggest gang used to wear the powdered wigs. Back in Britain.
So then thought it was cool. And with the little knickers.
Yeah. The Andre 3000s.
They wouldn't even make an important decision without the wig on. Like, hold on.
Remember international player anthem, he got buried in the kilt.
Yeah.
And Dawg said, I just want to know why the hell he dressed like Roddy Piper. And Andre said, I got Scottish in my family. All of them said to get Scottish. Like, get the hell on. You mean the people that owned you was Scottish? So you sure do got Scottish in your family.
This damn audio book, Unfuck Yourself.
Yeah. You started?
Scottish.
Yeah, he is. He is, right? It catches you.
What's that about?
We're doing a Method Lab book club. Where we're audio book. Yeah.
One a week. We can talk about it, debate, and get used to it. There's an audio book. It's 3 hours long right now.
3 hours, yeah.
And it's called
Unfuck Yourself.
Okay, but it's a self-help book. It's like telling you how to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
Okay?
I need to record an audio book, man.
Simple little
audio
3
book
hours.
mixtape coming soon.
It's called Unfuck Yourself, Amber. It's by Scott some shit. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, so
because I'm on my second
it's a book
rotation.
Club, and it's literally we're doing it. We started it yesterday.
Yeah.
From the Method Lab Book Club, Monday to Monday, we're gonna say what book we're gonna read and go over topics, and then next week Monday we'll pick a new one. We'll have somebody pick a new one.
I'm coming in my pajamas.
So, like I said, we started the one. It's called Unfuck Yourself.
Unfuck Yourself.
It's an audio book. So all you gotta do is listen to it. And in the course of the week, you can then talk to us about it.
Book is by Gary John Bishop.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to be in on next week.
I posted it on. I posted the link on my Facebook yesterday, so I can repost it into the. I can repost it into the Method Lab chat room.
Okay.
That way.
Morgan Freeman got any audio books? I love this.
Morgan Freeman. He
listen to Morgan Freeman all day, telling me about life.
Yeah. I like to read and now I can listen to it rather than I like books and learning and
I used to love like paperback books, but I don't know, I got out of the habit and I switched over to audiobooks. I'm like,
I got a collection. I like having them. I got a collection.
Yeah. I like to listen to people speak.
Right, exactly.
I do. So an audiobook is good.
Yeah.
Right? So listening to an audiobook for me, it helps me unwind.
Yeah.
So when I got here first thing this morning, we got here at 7 o'clock. I had a cup of coffee and I played 45 minutes of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I listened to the first 45 minutes, then I paused it. So now when I go back, I'll start at the 45-minute mark and continue from there. But this book is very interesting. He tells you the introduction of the book and what the chapters are going to be like. And then it's funny because he's got like a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
And he goes to break it down. He's like, you just have to unfuck yourself. Like literally, because what happens is, I'm not gonna give a lot of the way. It's just you're in your own way of thinking one.
Yeah, it's like a refresher. Like we all carry ourselves a certain way. When we're out here wearing our head, and it just gives you it pretty much how he explains this is what you're probably going through in your head, right?
Yeah.
Like, and they ask you straight up like that, and you're like,
Sound like
damn.
your own
like you
worst
relate.
enemy
Yeah,
type
you
thing,
relate with things, and you're like, okay, this is why you think this way.
Yeah.
And these are your options, and this is these, you know, just pretty much making you more aware of shit that you do. And it's you, which is cool if you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
And that's on you, but at least be able to recognize it for what it is.
Yeah.
You know, and from after that, you do whatever the fuck you want and just deal with the consequences.
Right.
You know, so it's a self-help, but it's not like, well, if you don't do step 7 and you skip over to step 9, the devil's gonna come visit you tonight. You know, like that bullshit.
Right.
Can I get the 48 Laws read to me by Snoop Dogg?
Shit. If you go on what's that site online where you can pay somebody to do shout outs?
What is
I was just looking at because I was
The whole
contemplating.
book, though, that's going to be a long ass.
Yeah, that's gonna be a nice invoice.
Amber said, she said, listen, she goes, I'm reading a book, she goes, it's like, she wants the characters to sound a certain way.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the way she wants it.
Yeah.
But see, that's part of being unfucked.
Yeah.
She says, great, I'm gonna be unfucked. But see, the thing is that, like he said, while you're even watching this show or listening to the book, he's like, I bet you just thought about that a certain way. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
He goes, so those aren't just your choices. Those are what's normal for you to be looking at choices. He goes, you can pick something completely different. Why do those things have to be the outcome of what you were thinking?
Yeah. It's
You know
one
what
of
I mean? So it's an interesting
Yeah.
fucking book. It really is.
it gets you thinking in a certain type of way.
Yeah.
You know, especially like me. I'm a guy that's up here all the time. You know, like whether after the blunt or after whatever, after the editing, you know,
Stay
I'm always,
elevated.
I'm the type of motherfucker sitting there like
Always.
just editing and talking to myself.
Yeah.
You know, like, damn, I should put this here, I should put this that. And like, you know, fuck, if I don't do this here, then this is gonna affect this. You know, so it kind of just gives me a second to be just step back from my head and be like, okay, I'm putting too much thought to this, or I'm putting too much energy to that. But I put the link in the group, so if you guys wanna. It goes shoot you directly to YouTube. What I did is I throw on my ear pods and just let her rip when I drive home or I got to take the kid to work or whatever. Got a little 20 minutes. You know, that's the beauty of it being just 3.5 hours because it doesn't really bore you. You know, because you're listening in 20, 30-minute increments.
Y'all give me 6 months, man. They gonna be doing my audio book, man.
Do it, bro.
I'm gonna be on the episode in 6 months, man.
Yeah.
Start recording. I might record our whole shows because, like a lot of stuff, even when we on the FM side, we talk about a lot of shit. It's like sometimes to me, it seems like we'll be unloading, and then it's like, okay, we on air, and then it's like, all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we just talking about some whole shit. You know what I mean?
behind-
It's like, man, they need to hear that shit
You
too.
want the behind the scenes shit.
Right. Yeah, they need to hear that shit too, because we talk about a lot of stuff, and then especially on the FM, when we come back, we have to clean it up.
Yeah.
So that take a little bit out of it, because now we got to be
You gotta be
discipline our-
conscious of what
we
you're
gotta be
saying.
like,
That's what we do.
So-
Put a camera and a mic overhead and just let that record the whole thing.
You know, Gotti be talking his shit. He look around, make sure like ain't nothing on, ain't nothing recording. Hold on.
It be some good shit
He
going
be
on.
running the bug sensor and shit. All right, we ain't bugged.
Looking for little red lights and shit. Hold on.
Cause Saeed used to have it rolling. No, I've been saying something, and he'd be like, no, the camera on. I'm like, motherfucker.
5 kilos. Damn.
See, but at that point, the camera that's always recording isn't necessarily live. It's
Yeah.
recording.
Recording.
Right, like delete that part. We gotta go in and edit that right there. You know,
Because some shit isn't made for everybody.
No, it's
I
not.
mean, it's just,
You know.
so we do what we do and we keep it moving. But on this platform, as we bring in more people that watch the show,
Yeah.
it's great to interact with them because then we get their point of view as well.
Exactly, exactly. And the whole thing is, you know, if you offend somebody, well, let me know.
right.
You know, if I said something that you don't agree with, then let me know. Let's talk about it. And then if I agree with you and you change my mind, then great.
Right.
And if not, well, then you can go check out the other show. You know, you can go.
Right.
No harm,
Yeah.
no foul.
No,
If
yeah,
they
exactly.
say nothing, we can't fucking
Yeah.
talk about it.
And
You
if
may
you,
have a way to look at something that I never thought of.
Yeah,
Because a lot of
exactly.
times we do have opinions. You know what I mean? And then it's like, well, why don't you do it? Like one time, it was one guy. He said he would rather have a big swipe over big balls. And so one guy said, why can't you have both? See, he had never thought of it that way. You know what I'm saying? He thinking one or the other, like, why can't you have both? And he's like, oh, I never thought of it. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, yeah, stop saying that anyway.
Stop selling ourselves short, y'all.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
But like, how do those become the only two options? You know what I'm saying? So read this book or listen to the book, unfuck yourself, and there'll be more options.
Right.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
options. You know
More
what I mean?
options.
You'll find out somebody for you. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the show and the lady said she don't like big things. She wanted small. And I'm like, I never heard that, but okay, there's somebody for everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never know till you.
Yeah, because they be having them little pee contests every year in New York. And a lot of them dudes married.
Yeah.
A lot of them dudes be married.
And they
be
get their
rich.
travels paid
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, it's the power
Yeah,
of
shit.
I
flight.
got a small neck, but I make $250K a year. Yeah. She'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
I can buy a dick. You buy a Lambo?
Right? I brought these add-ons.
Right. Well, you got a small thing and a lot of money. Well, I got a lot of debt, so we'll work it out. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
We'll parlay.
Right.
They have a whole category called, what the fuck is that? Cockles or kukles or... Like where they have the
couple with
husbands?
Yeah.
That goofy
Don't
ass
ask me how I know all this stuff. I told
It's
you I went to
research.
school in West Dallas.
Research.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of stuff black dudes ain't supposed to know. Straight up.
Oh shit, that's
Any other
funny.
topics we need to cover?
Man,
A lot of shit.
right now a lot of shit. Whatever's going on, we got to talk a little bit about Kenosha.
Did we find out what's going on?
I don't think so. I'm
Nothing
waiting
yet,
for
man.
a ping or an
Have they
update.
released
Now the courts do it. Postpone.
Postpone.
As you know
Yeah.
how they do it.
Let me see what
We
we
know
got.
that they were supposed to have read the verdict off today
Yeah.
for the shit.
This should have been
For,
almost
Kenosha.
3 o'clock.
They're probably waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably waiting till the National Guard fills in
When
and
everybody sleep.
yeah, some that
We
too.
go announce it at 2 in the morning when everybody too tired. to
Motherfuckers
call some
waiting,
shit.
We
waiting
made
for
our
the snow
decision, but it's
advisory.
classified.
I've been I fell asleep. Like,
That's crazy, man. The what money and what privilege can give you.
Yeah,
You know that treatment. You know, it's just crazy. It's crazy that option's available for what the fuck is his name? Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse.
Rittenhouse. You know,
Al.
and the Jacob Blake doesn't have the same. You know, every move that he made after he got shot was criticized, or ostracized. They ostracized him for it. Like, dude, he's paralyzed now. Or like how. And regardless what the situation is, he's paralyzed, and obviously that was something. What Kyle did was a result of what happened in that other situation.
Right.
But you
Gotta
see
get
how, yeah, bro. I appreciate you, bro. It's just crazy how it just ripples, but yet it's always ripples in people that have that privilege's favor,
Right.
And everybody else just kind of like when you are in the ocean waves and you don't quite know, and you instead of bobbing out, or sinking in, you bob out, and now you're fucking drowning. Like,
Right.
it's always the same people that end up drowning.
Right.
And it's fucked up that it's continuously happening. And it's
Can you imagine where you can travel to somewhere where no one called you, no one said, come over here. You go over there, you obtain a weapon, you go out with it with the means to, I guess, defend businesses or whatever.
Yeah.
You end up killing 2 people, wounding like another, right?
Yeah, blue dude's hand off?
and then
arm.
and then people that you don't even know raise money
Yeah.
for your defense.
2 million at that.
2
We
million.
can't even get 20,000 to bury ecstasy from Houdini.
Right.
But they
Exactly.
get $2 million to get this dude out of jail.
Yeah.
And they selling merchandise.
At fucking, what is it, Gander Mountains or some
Yeah.
shit? I don't want to
Selling
put Gander Mountains out there because I shop at Gander Mountains, but I
Yeah,
know
but
it is
they-
one of those
they
type of
selling
stores.
shit, you know
Was
what
it
I'm
Gander
saying?
Mountains?
I'm not sure. Don't quote us.
Yeah, that's, I don't want to be
Don't quote
misquoted,
us.
but I know it is a major retailer that was for a while selling or helping in one way. Either it was producing or distributing
It
online.
was somebody, then they said they was going to stop. I guess they got pointed out. I'll get that information, but just it's like you said, because I hate to use the word privilege and all that, but
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. And it's like,
There's no explaining it. Like what else? How else would you explain it?
Right,
if privilege is not the right word, then what is?
Right,
Because
right.
it's not normal.
I
It's
say-
not the way it should technically be.
Right, you're
so
right.
it's something. You know.
you're right, because there was a situation that happened in a mall in Mayfair. Now, what if I was to start raising money for that guy?
Yeah.
They'd be like, hell no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
GoFundMe with suspender account and all that shit.
Yeah.
They would be like, hell no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they can do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, well, and you know what it is though? Is they like, we ain't gonna stop. Or okay, GoFundMe suspended the account. Okay, we'll run it through Geo.
Well, guess
shit.
what?
You
One
know
of
what
us
I'm
is a
saying?
lawyer, so he's gonna represent us for free.
Right.
You know.
Right,
And not
right.
to say that our people don't have lawyers, but they're in a struggle in their
Yeah.
field as well, trying to, you know. So how
Right.
they gonna burn
Right.
their career, you know, without having security or anything, or knowing that somebody's gonna back them.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and that over in that, you know, and it's not necessarily that. See, I don't like the concept of saying it's, you know, just whites, because you know we interact with white people.
Right.
You know, they're not all the same, but at the same thing, you know.
separate them by bigots.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
bigots. There's the white people that we love, we got friends and all
Yeah.
that. Then there's those bigots. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like there's the black people you love, and then there's those niggas.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
then the
saying? It's just
Hispanics,
what it
and
is.
for us
It's what
Hispanics, it's the
it
same
is.
thing.
Right,
The
yeah.
motherfuckers that just you know give us. They're that.
Right,
They're
right,
that. They're
right,
that. They're
right.
that in civilization and in society that, you know, makes it hard for everybody else to take us serious.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and it boils down to that. You know, because of the way they perceive themselves, the way they interact, and the way they go about living.
Yeah,
You know,
right,
and
right.
there's no way you can justify, or you know, that's their life. That's what
Yeah.
that's their choices.
Yeah, and they've
You know,
accepted it.
and
You know
they've
what I'm
accepted
saying?
it, and
Right.
they're okay with it. And
Right.
who am I to judge them just as much as somebody that's in the corporate grind, or in the, you know, everybody has a different story and a different thing that they present.
Right.
You know, but it is fucked up. It is, and it'll never change regardless who or how or what our opinion is and how we explain it. You know, there's a certain way that's not acceptable. You know, and that's like OG said, bigots, people that are in that frame of thought.
Right.
You know, and everybody else shares a little bit in it as well, because if you expect it from the cops and from people, like when they say, you know, oh well, you know, all cops are bad because they look away. It's the same thing with race, because as we look away as well on shit that we shouldn't let fly.
Wow.
You know, regardless what the color is.
I said,
You know?
I said, because when the R. Kelly shit happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, now you got everybody using these terms, black community and the village and this, that, and everybody's so concerned, and we were supposed to been all concerned about these girls and shit. And I said, each one of y'all know somebody or know some kids that's living in a situation that where they shouldn't be, where the parents ain't shit, they getting left at home, they ain't got
Yeah.
enough to eat, and you don't do nothing about that. You don't go, you don't,
They turn a blind eye.
right, you don't call CPS, you know, kids getting beat and abused, you don't call CPS, you don't do any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So don't try to feed me that, you like you said, don't try to feed me that shit now, because everybody's sitting back, seeing something going, I see it and I don't see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see it, but
You see when you jump on a bandwagon with the benefit, the whole movement of some shit, when everybody tried to do this.
right,
shit.
then it's bullshit.
So it when they did that shit to R. Kelly, it was like, oh, let's all jump on a bandwagon. It's
Right.
like, fuck R. Kelly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But if it was your neighbor, you would give a fuck.
Right. Because I asked a lot of, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, but it's that aspect where it's the, what do you call it? It's the, I don't give a fuck, it ain't affecting me.
It ain't me.
Yeah.
That's where we at right now.
Yeah.
That's where we are. And speaking for like, as a whole, because it's these young people. I've been in situations, there was a guy, white guy, out with a black girl, called the black guy serving him a nigga.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All the rest of the blacks thought it was the most hilarious shit ever. You know what I'm saying? They laughing. What are y'all laughing at? Hey, he just called, what? You know what I'm saying? Right. But to them, it was, and one actually said it, the girl, he wasn't talking to me. I said, look, when he called him a nigga, he called all us.
Yeah.
Niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because if he ain't gonna call him one and not call me one unless I'm holding a gun or I'm bigger than him. Right. But he picked the kid. This is a teenager that he was talking to. That
if you happen to
you know
confront him in any way or go against something that he wanted,
right,
you know, or
right,
you know,
right. You know, so that's where they at now. It's the cops have killed my child, and I'm, hey y'all, we need to do this, and they, and then when they kill their child, hey, we need to get together. And well, what happened when I asked you for the help for my child? Well, it wasn't my child. You know what I'm saying?
Amber says the next book should be A Child Called It. Read that book. That book is fucking insane.
Yeah,
it's about a child who was abused.
I'm gonna have to audiobook that one.
I still listen to R. Kelly too.
That's what I'm saying. This whole shit about, oh, we can't play R. Kelly, we can't. Man, fuck all that. Then we'd have to get rid of Elvis.
Yep.
We'd have to get rid of fucking Ray Charles.
Everything.
Man, we would be listening to shit.
We'd be listening to instrumentals around us.
Shit, and even those, you got Beethoven.
Right, yeah. I mean,
let me tell you something. Let me jump back into this because Black Elm Viv is back. Now listen.
We talked about that.
I know. That's what I said. That's why I came in. I said Black Elm Viv is back. Goddamn it. Let me kick this shit. As far as that R. Kelly one, like, I don't listen to R. Kelly no more. And the reason I don't listen to R. Kelly is not necessarily because of a bandwagon or anything like that. He'll even tell you, like, I stopped a long time ago because when you listen to the music, you know, growing up, the music is dope. But discovering that at a time where you're getting older and music is starting to change to you, shit that you liked before isn't, you know, quite the same anymore. But then when this shit comes out about all this stuff that he's doing and then how he's writing his music to it, and then you listen to the music, the lyrics all of a sudden stand out and it's a different context. It's like, this just ruined everything for me.
I get that.
Because I'm in middle school and I remember the party. Middle school parties was lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is equivalent to like Chris Brown making music for kids his age, you know what I'm saying, today. You know what I'm saying, when he came out. And then they grow up and he's older, but he's still hollering at kids their age. And you see that and you like, and even for a while you like, nah, man. You know,
it was cool for Matthew McConaughey to do it. All right.
Here's the thing. When you seen that in a film, you like, I know people like that. He's playing a character. And then I think what really killed it for some people wasn't just necessarily who, because when people saw like who he was with, like when they had the Leah thing, that shook a lot of people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then when people started to see it was other people in the industry's kids too, it was just like, okay. But then when you saw the documentary, you saw how many, and it was just so many, and all these fuckers, then you're like, okay, this might be a little bad. Like
let's go back to Elvis and
even him too.
But if you look at those, super young, right? So you had R. Kelly with Aaliyah, they were super young.
Yeah.
You had Elvis and what
Priscilla Presley.
I think that was his cousin, right?
Super young.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is that if we chastise one, we have to chastise all. Now I understand the severity of like, okay, he wanted to pee on little girls or whatever the case may be.
It's just like don't make a record about. Don't take me on your
But
exploit.
they knew
I
that
wanna be
way
an
back in
accessory
the
now.
90s. But you know what? I felt like that when Bobby V got caught. He a singer. He got caught
with the translation.
And I felt that's why I feel what you're saying about the music, because I'm like, I don't know who this guy's singing to, so I can't sing his songs. He might be singing to a dude, and I don't know it, and I'm singing along with it.
Yeah, what's the other singer that's gay and didn't come out like right off the bat?
Frank Ocean.
Frank Ocean, yeah.
No, Frank Ocean came out.
Right, like right off, not right away.
He made that song.
At least I didn't know when his first album came out. I was like, oh, this is good music.
Yeah.
Right.
And then like it bothered me that he was gay. You know, it just made me look at his music
A different way.
for what he wrote it at.
No, because I remember when it came out, because I was working at Best Buy at the time, and the day that it dropped, he wrote a letter.
Oh, okay.
And he came out the day that it dropped. And nobody was expecting, everybody was just expecting the album to drop, but he came out with an open letter, and he just came out the closet, and we were like, what? Like, what the fuck? And then we heard the album, we're like, oh, okay.
Prime example, Maluma.
He was ahead of his time.
Oh, he's gay as well?
Maluma's gay as can be.
Oh, okay.
And he's in videos with all kinds of females.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the lyrics and then you know that he's gay, he's talking about a dude.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Right. But then you can't sing a Whitney Houston song because she's talking about dudes. You know, if you happen to like Whitney Houston or you happen to like any female, you know, main artist from the history of music.
True.
You know.
But I mean, like in that sense, you know, yeah, if you're talking about technical aspect, yeah. But I think for some people, it's the belief behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because like if you get down to a technical standpoint, then yeah, no guy would sing. No, like straight guys shouldn't sing songs by women singing to straight guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I sing Whitney when I'm alone in my car.
You know what I'm saying?
And she comes on the radio.
You belt it.
I don't give a fuck.
But any part that refers to a man, I change it. I make it appropriate.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who
I'm not
you
gonna
are.
say, boy, I love you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a fuck who you are or what your sexuality is. If the song is good,
Right.
and I like it, I'm going to sing it.
Right.
I sing
Right.
Sam Smith shit.
Right.
The shit is dope.
Right.
The boy can sing. I sing Frank Ocean shit. His shit is dope.
Yeah.
If I fuck with your music, I fuck with your music.
Right.
My thing is when it becomes a point where I feel like I'm doing something illegal or I'm witnessing something illegal. Yeah.
He got certain songs where I was like, come on, kid.
When we talking about
a little bit on the nose. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I
There was a
understand
song.
Hey,
There was a song I love from R. Kelly called
Gotham City.
No, that was
one that I love.
there was one he had that I fucking loved. It came out and I was like, damn, that shit is hot. And I caught myself and I was like, oh shit. Because the song's called Shorty's a Screamer. And I loved it. I was like, damn, that's the coldest shit I ever heard. And then I was like, wait a minute. How old is the shorty that's a screamer?
Now look,
Why is she screaming?
songs. It was one song from these rappers in Illinois, and it was called, it was my little shorty. He was waiting on the girl to turn 18 so he could finally get with her. But I know something that went past everybody. Belle Biv DeVoe. Backstage. Underage. Adolescent. You know what I'm saying?
She replied, I like to do the
He
wild thing.
smacked it up and flipped it and rubbed it down. And
Oh,
we was
no.
singing the hell out this shit. Smack it up, flip it, rub it.
I didn't realize
He said
that.
flat out. Adolescents, underage. The man said flat out.
Yeah, that was a
Damn.
thing. That was a rapped about thing because when you were rappers, that was the main thing. They talked about underage girls always ending up backstage.
Yeah.
There would be like 15, 16-year-olds be back there.
They
the
smacked
niggas
it
at
up
20.
and flipped it. You know what I'm saying? They went even further. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
We hit it.
So, you know, I look at that and I'm like, yeah, that shit happened back in the times. But then, you know, like I said, that's singing about it. And it's like, you know you got to sing about your conquest, but then it's like, wait a minute, though, your preference is kind of fucked up.
Right. Like I had a homeboy telling me about a girl he was with, you know, he met at the bar and took to wherever, whatever. And I'm like, don't tell that story to nobody else, because I'm pretty sure you just described a rape to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't sound like, I'm like, the way you telling that shit, I'm like, bro, that sound like rape. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell that to nobody else, bro. And stop raping motherfuckers. Straight up.
And the crazy thing is, motherfuckers, you tell somebody some shit like that, they don't even know.
Right.
To them, it was like, no, it's not like, no,
Right, yeah,
it's not like what you think.
hell no,
Ain't like what you
like-
think. Like,
I'm like-
no, that's what you say. Yeah,
I did get a mail
Like, bro,
letter in
I'm
the
a
mail.
regular dude. If I was a cop, you would be under arrest right now. You know what I'm saying? I would have had no choice but to book it. You know what I
Like,
mean?
man,
I'm regular, and I feel like you described the rape. You know what I'm saying? I'm your
Citizens
homeboy.
arrest.
you know, and that's the crazy thing. It's like it's I hate to say it's in our culture. Like we're so scattered about different eras of how like people were as men and how they acted, how they responded, and how they were raised. Like if you come from a family full of pimps, shit, you go hard on women. Like
Right.
ain't nobody gonna tell you shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you reject that shit and you trying to be something different.
Right.
But that's still gonna be in you. You're not gonna take no shit. Your pimp hand might be strong as fuck.
Right.
That shit may come out just out of reflex.
Yeah, out of nowhere. You be in a regular relationship until something happens with some money, and you like, hold on, bitch. Hold on, bitch. What you think you playing with?
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Like, what's
that's
that
fine.
movie with Will Ferrell when he was Gator.
The other guy.
Yeah.
He's like, Gator don't play no shit.
Right.
Gator never been gonna play no shit. They never been taking no shit.
He was pimping like a motherfucker. Like, he come out here once in a
Gator wants to pimp some bitches. Gator was fucking crazy.
Right. I know a dude named Gator too. That's what was funny.
Gator needs his gap, bitch.
I don't care anything Will Ferrell in. I'm watching. I don't care. That's one funny motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That dude is hilarious, man. Let me get out of here. I appreciate y'all letting me sit in.
All right,
man.
OG, thank you for
Thanks,
joining us.
OG, man.
All right.
Yes, all right, brother, man. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, man. Man, that's funny. Goddamn.
So you good?
Yeah, man. It was
Welcome
a
to the
goddamn, goddamn waste fucking shit.
That's usually what it is. That's usually how it goes.
I don't know. I just, because the whole thing was supposed to be, I had to do a meeting. It was a Zoom call conference, and talking about the budget for fall and for next year for NPS. And kids are dropping like flies as far as just like not coming, to class. So the budget is already going to be shorter going into fall. It's going to be even shorter going into next year. So if we can't get these attendances up, money is going to dry up and positions are going to fall aside. So they're all in a panic, and that's why they were calling the whole thing. And I'm like, it's going to be difficult to get kids to just log in because they're fucking up the Chromebooks. I had a kid, cousins came over, they took his Chromebook, put it in the freezer, and then left it there for hours. He didn't even bother to fucking know or check or give a fuck. And they took it out, and when it came out, it fell on the floor and broke into pieces.
Damn.
So they were supposed to replace it. That's what I imagine. But someone called and told him told the father maybe it can be, fixed or repaired. And he hasn't heard anything back in months. So I'm like, oh God.
In months.
So I'm like, okay, all right. Let me just take this down and so I can report it to the principal. So that's what I had to do. That's why I had to step away, because I had literally, there was a hot list that they sent me of kids that have had multiple fucking absences. And just like, look, this is the ratio we're at. These kids are not coming to class, not coming to school, just period. and they haven't been back since the break. So I'm calling, trying to figure out, why are you not coming to class? What's going on? Like, we're in the middle of the school year. What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Some are either, away from the phone. I got kids that are answering the phone for the parents, hanging up, blocking my number and shit.
I believe it.
Like, it's fucking crazy. And I'm like, you really gonna say, you motherfuckers, like, this is my job, bitch. I'm going in. Like, fuck this. I'm calling your sister. I'm blowing up fucking siblings' lines and everything. Like, I'm getting through. I'm getting in this motherfucking house. And that's what they were basically saying. Like, look, whatever it takes to get these kids to get some type of resolve as far as to whether they're coming or not.
What they need to do, here's my analogy.
Okay,
What
what
they
illegal
need to
shit do
do.
you propose?
And we need to get them motherfuckers from Foxconn to start making compact Presarios. Them big ass.
Who is Foxconn?
Foxconn is that company that Scott Walker sold us out to down in Kenosha, right? Kenosha Racine area. There's
Foxconn.
Yeah.
TV screens.
Yeah, they're
Really?
they're a Chinese company, Chinese company that came over here, and they bought up all of the highway pretty much down like in Kenosha. They bought this big fucking plot of land, and they were supposed to build this facility that was gonna employ like all of Kenosha. And they were even talking about opening up a casino that was going to rival Potawatomi, and Potawatomi it was a big deal at that time, But Scott Walker ended up with pretty much telling everybody, hey, this is a good deal, trust us, this is going to be the best deal ever. So regardless, that's what got him kicked out of office or not reelected, but. Yeah, Foxconn ended up getting like a huge subsidy from Wisconsin to build this massive facility, and pretty much all they did was build a road to a fucking storage unit somewhere in Kenosha, but they kept all this money, So that's what I suggest: Foxconn to build some fucking desktops and stop giving kids fucking flimsy tablets.
Ain't no flimsy tablet. Those are Chromebooks from Google.
Yeah.
Google is sending that shit.
Well, there you go. Google, send these fucking kids a desktop the size of a fucking room.
But you know what, though? Why? Why give them a desktop that fucking
Because
big?
it doesn't fit in the freezer. That's why.
You give them a
That's
desktop.
the one and only reason why.
You give them a fucking desktop, right? You give them a desktop. And not to disagree with the logic, because it makes a lot of sense. You can't fuck up a desktop and do all that crazy shit. It's too fucking heavy. It hurts too much. The medical bill, you ain't trying to pay it. And the motherfuckers ain't trying to cover the insurance of it either. And that's the fucking crazy thing. You come up with insurance for people to pay on these fucking Chromebooks, but schools don't enforce it. They don't. Certain schools do not enforce it. They are lenient when it comes to enforcing it, when it comes to...
They just want that login.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah.
People are not willing to pay the insurance that you ask for these Chromebooks, and it's not like you're going to hold them accountable for it either.
Just like that balance on the lunch or the sports fees.
But see, here's the thing. Like, I just seen a story of somebody, they were having issues with the lunch debt. Mm-hmm. And there were people that were actually trying to make laws where if you have a debt for the lunch, you could be expelled.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I believe it.
And there are parents that are fighting that shit. Now, it's not here. I don't think it's here. But it is in another state, and that's an issue that's going on. When it starts in another state, it becomes one of those things that people look at and say,
Yeah, goes
because
across the board. So we can charge them for that?
So they want to know how it works, because they're looking at the money of it. If the money potential makes sense, then they're gonna do it. But at the same time, if it's just a small little county that's doing this shit and they can afford to do it, then they're gonna be like, that's fucked up. And they're gonna laugh and chuckle about it. But they're gonna take note.
Yeah.
Like if we got to do it for a fiscal year, fuck it. Cut our losses. Drop them. It could happen. And you know that like you see shit like that and you pay attention to it because you don't want that shit to happen to you.
Yeah.
And it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Like even in a pandemic of situation right now, lunch should be free.
True.
I mean, I know it's costly. I get that, but rather than Google donating a bunch of breakable Chromebooks, maybe you should donate some sturdy tablets, save the cost, and put some money towards free lunches for kids that actually go to hubs and stuff like that. You know, this is the whole year motherfuckers was talking about Black Lives Matter and they donate a goddamn thing towards like schools and programs that actually are doing shit. Mm-hmm. Everything was just their subsidiaries and, oh, you get a discount. Hashtag BLM. Some shit. Right. Just some goofy ass, simple shit. I don't know.
It's so easy to talk shit about the school system, you know, because shit, obviously we went through it, you know, and we've experienced the opposite of it, where you go to a school district where they actually provide you with the tools to learn something, or at least have the paperwork to act like you learned something.
Well, yeah.
You know? But, you know, some of these schools in our system here in the city is just, it's lackluster. It's not even something that you can, you know, present as a status quo. Like that's sad that our education is not at least bare minimum status quo. You know, that, you know, and I don't know. Is there really an answer? Is that like is the Easter Bunny real? Like is there ever really going to be a fix to this?
That's the thing. You can't really plan for something like that because, you know, you look at other countries and other places. Like for us, we can't represent all of America. Mm-hmm. You know, we're not the lowest in the country, but we're not among anywhere near the highest. And it's like that all across the board, just for the simple fact that people are so eager just to hit these numbers that they're all just cutting corners. Everyone is cutting corners.
Just to get that extra.
Just to get that extra.
That extra bonus in the
we're not
in the budget.
We're not in the people we have are not in the process of actually solving shit. It's just a matter of hitting the numbers and trimming fat wherever you can. We don't have the carpenters to plug these holes in a sinking ship, but we got the duct tape. Like, you know, we got somebody who can make us some big ass sails that'll carry us just fast enough where we can hopefully hit an island before this some bitch goes under. That's what we got.
And I don't know. It's like, are people justified to criticize, you know, the school force?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's our American goddamn right. You have every right. Listen, you got every right to criticize whatever the fuck you want. Church, state, government, president, it don't even fucking matter. Okay? Like, what can they say? Like, that's your constitutional right. They gave you that right. They gave it to you.
They can expel your fucking kids, and now you have nowhere to take them.
Like even that shit, and you can probably go to court and fight that shit, and you probably come out with a settlement. They ain't gonna take nothing back, but they gonna give you some money to shut the fuck up about it if you make a lot of noise. But that's your constitutional right. It is your constitutional right to be as loud and as fucking defensive as you fucking well please, and you have every right to exercise that right. However, it is also our right to laugh at you if it blows up in your face. And it is our constitutional right to do that. However, if you do a good job and one of us likes it and we commend you for it, that's our right too. It just is what it is. You can't worry about how people receive you and what you do. Just do it. If it's for your cause, do it. Only fucked up thing is if you're the only one that's affected by it, yeah, you're probably a shitty person. Like, nobody should give a fuck, and then it should reflect when you try to do something. But if you're really about people, you're really about something that matters, you know, you're going to receive the help if you put out that energy. You know?
Get your shit together, MPS.
It's gonna be like that, man. MPS is, you know, it's like every other public school. It's public school.
Yeah.
You know, all across the board, public school. It's already gonna get a bad rep no matter what.
Hey, but we are giving millions of dollars to Pakistan for gender studies, but we don't have it for our public schools.
I don't even know what that is, and I'm still feel like that's a fancy word for gender reveals, and that pisses me off.
For the pyros?
Yeah, it just pisses me off.
You could go to your local fireworks place and get a gender reveal pyro.
We're going to blow up a building in Dubai just to announce that we're having twins. Twin whats? You got to come see.
You gotta come see.
Fuck you. Fuck you and that building and your twins. I'm fucking crazy with that shit, man. I hate gender reveals now. I really do. I hate the shit out of gender reveals. You guys burned up California. doing your fucking gender reveals. You fucking killed a lot of land. A lot of land and people. And you all deserve to go to jail. for mass murder.
DF.
Like, just everything, man. They should lock you guys away for life for that shit. And you guys probably paid a fine and walked. Just for a goddamn gender reveal. I fucking hate that.
That's why I don't have any kids. No more babies. I don't have to do gender reveals.
I blame Etsy. It's you fucking people.
Etsy?
Etsy, you let them get carried away. You should have kept it at ribbons and you just added fireworks to your little displays.
Pinterest.
Yeah, Pinterest too. I blame you fucking people too.
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
Took it too far.
Mountain Dew really gets the pyros going.
Yep.
Especially you get that code red. Then you're fucked. You're gonna witness mass murder.
Snapchat, I blame you too. Snapchat and Cyberpunk. You know that? Did you hear about the fucking the Cyberpunk game? This new game, okay, starring Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Cyberpunk
2077 something like that. I don't know. But it's a year on it. But anyway, it's a brand new game for the PS5, and the game is fucking popular. Like, hugely popular. It's Grand Theft Auto in the future, kind of. But it's first person. So you're walking around, you're part man, part kind of droid parts. You can create, like, mass create yourself in any kind of nationality you want. Mass detail and everything. And you either gangster, hustler, whatever, but you out there in the streets doing GTA shit in this futurized world. And when I say GTA shit, I mean GTA shit. You jacking cars, you customizing cars, you robbing gangster shit, going strip clubs, you fucking hookers. They have sex scenes.
Really?
Yes.
Jeez.
The sex scenes that are edited in this game are so fucking vivid. They're shot movie style, first person. So it's a whole experience.
Really?
Yeah.
And I'm sex scene. I'm looking it up.
All you gotta do, hold up. This is what's funny. The chat group I belong to. You go to Pornhub, just type in Cyberpunk 20 whatever. Just put they'll probably fill it in. But they have the scenes in there. They're like a bunch of people are uploading scenes in there, like shooting their own stuff, and they're labeling it as amateur. Amateur game porn, and they're making compilations of this shit. So they're just going in the game, just smashing hookers. But the crazy thing about this game was the game was so huge. They made it for both the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. But people that had the PlayStation 4 version got pissed because the console couldn't hold the graphics of this game. So the game would crash or it just wouldn't work at all.
Yeah.
So people had to get refunds. So the game is strictly for PlayStation 5.
Okay.
It's the quality is just too immaculate to be experienced anywhere else. especially for the simple fact you're smashing hookers in 4K, 4 to 8K.
Yes.
You know, and the chicks probably got metal legs. Just letting you know.
Sparks will be flying.
Sparks and everything. And it was. I seen some of the scenes, the gameplay. Is incredible. I gotta say, I'm not talking about the sex scenes. I'm talking about like the regular stuff, like the shooting, the grab, the walking around and interacting with people. Like the shit is dope. It's seedy as hell, and Keanu Reeves is in it. Keanu, Neo.
I've never liked GTA. That's never been for me.
Never.
That was just, I don't know.
I kind of like GTA.
Like I play it for a little while, but how many cars can you really steal and fucking make do cartwheels onto a fucking crowd of people?
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, doing that stuff is ridiculous, but I like the missions though.
Oh, okay.
I like some of the missions. Like I like the crazy missions. I like the
Do those
being
games
able
have a
to-
story mode?
Yeah.
Oh, do they?
What I like is I like some of the races too. I like the crazy obstacle courses that you can make,
Okay.
and you can do like different mods and stuff. Like
Yeah.
I like the mods too. Like I love the heists. I love the being able to do certain missions, and I love the crazy obstacle courses people make in the mods. Like when I find out that I can do a mod and turn myself into the Incredible Hulk and literally jump from city to city and just start destroying shit, it makes it a little interesting.
No, that's different.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to be Iron Man and mod me out.
So how the hell do they mod shit out? Is that just like you join a community? Or?
Well, no, you there's like certain things you can do like on the PC version of the game.
Oh.
So like if you don't do I'm pretty sure you can do it on PlayStation and Xbox too.
Mm-hmm.
But on the PC versions, you can add little mods and stuff. You know, people have these little mod codes that you can enter in.
Oh, okay.
And little cheat codes. And you can have platinum tanks and all this other goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? These little codes you could always enter in on GTA.
Yeah.
But you can do those mods now where you can turn into like Incredible Hulk, and you can turn into like different characters and stuff and just do certain things. Like you could be the Flash, literally run through the whole fucking city. Just running into shit, stopping, and shockwaves, and everybody just fly all over the place. You know, you could do some fun stuff with it. And then you see like other people that make like skits and things like that. Like it's a whole different wave of things you can do on that game. So I get that. You know, it's replayability. You know, for something like the game we were just talking about, you know, that one, Cyberpunk, that's their way of trying to replace that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Make it even more interactive.
Yeah, they want to make it more interactive, but it's a difference because, you know, it's first person. So it's
Okay.
I found the videos where they made like a montage of the sex scenes.
Oh yeah.
And there's no physical nudity, but there's a lot of skin showing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like softcore.
It's
That Skinamax.
softcore porn, like
Yeah.
it really is. It's wild though because the scenarios that they're showing is stuff that would actually happen to a teenage kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
See?
Look, they're in the car and all of a sudden they pull over somewhere and the girl's like, "You want some?"
Yeah.
So
Like I'm telling you, like
they
it's
drive up in.
they're really trying to go the GTA route, but just make it like look better, just way more crazier. And they went all out. They got Keanu Reeves in this one. You know, but
I heard that they developed that Avengers game that was supposed to be as big as this, and it was supposed to be this grand thing, and that company just fucked it all up. They ended up
Yeah.
losing I think it was like 300 million in lost profit, or in just overall loss was like 300 mil.
they had this game, this Marvel game that they put out, and it was supposed to be huge. It was supposed to have, like, first and foremost, nobody expected this game. Like, some people were talking about it years ago, and probably like around Infinity War and all that shit. So it was excitement then, but it never came out. And then when it came, like the video came out, they didn't even use any of the celebrities that they had for the thing. So people was like, this ain't a real Marvel game. Like,
It's a fucking app.
it's a fucking app. So people, didn't take it seriously. And then it came out, and then they're just like, okay, so that you can be all these characters, but it was different.
Yeah.
It wasn't what people expected it. People
The
thought it was
bubble
gonna
had
be-
already burst.
Yeah.
And I think they had like a new character where it was like a girl was the main.
Oh, Ms. Marvel.
No, it wasn't even Ms. Marvel. It was some. I don't know if it was the storyline with
She has the glasses,
the yeah, I think
kind of
so.
Indian looking girl. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Ms. Marvel.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she's she's supposed to be this new hero. One of the main like how they were about Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're gonna be about her.
Oh, okay.
Because she's a young Muslim superhero that they have in the Marvel universe who is a fan of Captain Marvel, but she becomes Miss Marvel, and she has like her powers, but she can also stretch like Mr. Fantastic, which she can do a lot of crazy things, real impressive stuff. But she has a series or something coming out, or a movie or something, and they're already filming it, but it'll be done for the new phase. So it was that they were trying to push it so that it could,
So
get that buzz
character
going. Yeah,
in
get that character out
in
there.
front of people's faces.
But they fucked it up. I haven't seen anybody really want the game or play the game or anything like that. So I was just like, who gives a shit?
It's funny because in the Cyberpunk video, they actually have a girl on girl
Really?
Really?
fucking skit. Yeah.
Yeah, this girl, like girls are like talk about the shit, how they can create their own characters and they really punk them out. Like they give them like, robotic, all kind of shit and really twitch them out. And they go out there and les out on girls and stuff and fucking guys and pegging guys. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Man, you gotta live out your fantasies whichever way you can.
It's weird, man.
Yes.
This is
Shit.
a very...
Pee Wee Herman was one of the last ones to do the cinemas.
Yeah, but
everybody
that's like,
has their thing that's what's in.
Yeah, but like that's pretty nasty though. I mean, you want to sit in the goddamn theater, everybody came in, just sitting in the
Literally
dark,
and figuratively.
sitting in the dark, just jerking and stuff. All you just hear is just random on the fucking floor.
Need more butter, more butter.
Like if that don't make you throw up, especially can you eat popcorn and shit
That's
like
fucking
that?
gross.
Like nut dust, just crap dusted all over the fucking sky. Ugh. Just
How was that a thing?
how is that?
How was COVID not a thing back then?
Like the one time you would think a pandemic would break out. Nope, not in the 80s. No.
No.
They were sharing needles. Nah. Butt sex. Nah, it's pretty clean.
Right.
Right.
Over here,
Grandma made meatloaf. Yeah. Everyone's infected.
bat flesh.
That's just not.
This meatloaf's got a wing on it.
I saw a meme that said, "Can anybody or nobody eat a bat this year?"
Right?
Like, yeah, just don't eat a bat.
No, don't eat. Yeah, don't eat any.
That's fucked up, man. Last year was the worst year for anything Batman.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They tried to make a
Woo-hi,
Batman
woo-hoo.
movie and they fucking caught COVID. He's like, no, asshole. No, not today.
That's crazy, man.
But that's how it goes. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how it goes.
That's all I got to say about that. Oh, shit, man.
Nah, man.
Tuesday.
Titty Tuesday.
You said Titty Tuesday?
That's what I was told on
He
Facebook.
just
Titty
released
Tuesday?
it. He's
On
not
Facebook.
charged.
On Facebook.
Not charged?
Not charged.
Wait, who?
Really?
What?
Yep. Officer Rustin Shesky will not be criminally charged in the shooting of Jacob Blake.
Oof. Oh, so it had nothing to do with Kyle. It was for Jacob Blake's.
Well, that whole thing with Kyle was
The aftermath. Yeah, I thought Kyle was the one that was about to get his charges and whatnot. Damn.
Yeah, this is why Fox 6 just posted it. So
Yeah.
get ready to watch all the lives of Kenosha burning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kenosha's gonna burn tonight.
well,
Shit, man.
I've seen people handle riot situations and try to talk that shit down. I'm not one of those people today. Not in Kenosha. Because Kenosha has had that race issue a lot. That kept me from moving there. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the things when we were roommates. I was given an opportunity to move out there, and they were sweating me about that every single fucking day. Like they gave me apartment complexes to work on. I was an exterminator at the time, and they were giving me apartment complexes to go to and check out and sell and service to, and they were doing that at the beginning of my routes because they wanted me to move out there. They were like, it'll be best for you to just stay here. You can just collect out here. And at first I was like, cool, it's Kenosha. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, ritzy kind of swanky neighborhood. No. That place was not welcoming at all for my black ass. They let me know. Like I was being watched by a fine-tooth comb. So I knew for a fact just my black ass rose an eyebrow. Me driving down the street with this motherfucker right here is going to raise more than eyebrows and questions. That's going to raise a goddamn army. Okay? And then especially the friends that I have too, you know what I'm saying? I have a multicultural group of friends. Like, they was not having it. They were not having it.
I've never been a fan of venturing down into Kenosha because it's always that. Obviously, it's always weird going into some place that you're not familiar with.
Man.
But then you start seeing the dynamic and like, damn. It's like if you're here in Milwaukee, like you already know what it is, you know. Out there, it's like obviously you have to be from there to know, you know, because even what you heard might not be accurate.
It really isn't.
You know, and you go acting like over protective or over defensive in a specific area where you should be cool, and now you're suspicious because you were cautious in the wrong area where you shouldn't have been cautious. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's like it's ass backwards. It's like
you be around. You go into a place. Okay, like say for example, I go into a place where, like, I'm going to get ice cream or something, and I'm at one of their custard places, and there's a lot of white folks there. The same looks I'm gonna get at a group of white people from a group of white people standing in line for custard. I'm probably gonna get the same look. Well, actually, I can't even say I have. I've gotten the same look from them that I would get from black folks at a chicken spot in Kenosha. That look of, the fuck you from?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they spot you out and know you're from Milwaukee, and they treat you accordingly. And for some reason, it just doesn't feel comfortable at all. Because you don't know whether it's a race thing. You don't know whether it's just a Milwaukee thing. You really don't know. And it's that uncertainty that makes you feel uncomfortable. And especially if you're working in that community, you know, and you're not from there, you know, it's a bad vibe. It's a real bad vibe. Because at the end of the day, you want to go home and feel at home. You don't want to go at home and feel like a goddamn stranger.
Right. I got to be here for at least 2 years before they accept me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, and it's not even, it's too, you put in all that time and it's still like that. It's like, nah, man.
That's kind of why I didn't, because when I got out of school, I tossed around the idea of staying in Chicago, you know, because it was obviously the industry and it's what I, you know, wanted to get into and whatnot, and I just wanted to give it a whirl. And for the same reason, it's like, yeah, I spent the year getting accepted on the block that I stayed on, and, you know, the people that were in the community that I used to hang out with, but you still had that where people would test you because they knew or they had that feel that you weren't from those neck of the woods. You know, it's like, oh, you got your own car? You're not from here. Because everybody that's from here is driving the subway or driving the fucking blue line or, you know, and it's just, I don't know, it's, I guess, and some people thrive in that. Some people enjoy that, you know, and just this, I think tonight, it's going to be rough, especially with being, you know, that the National Guard is there. You know, well, we had the National Guard up here and nothing really happened.
Right.
You know, so is it just going to be another, you know, oh, we expect this to be a massive thing and it just duds out, you know, and then what are the ramifications of that happening? You know, is this supposed to be something where people go out and voice themselves and really make it into a big deal and take the consequences of, you know, going up against the National Guard? Is that where we're at as a state? And, you know, I don't know, I guess for me it's the what if. What is really going to happen? What is it really going to develop into? You know, and how do you address that? Or how do you digest that and, you know, take it in? Because obviously we're not going to be down there. We're not going to go, you know, but we are going to monitor and see from the outside in, you know, so that's information that you got to process.
Man, one of the things about protests and stuff like this, man, you got to see it all the way through. The same energy that you have, you got to be able to stand on it. When you see that you're not being heard enough, there's a nut check time. You know, how far are you willing to take this? How far are you willing to go? And when it comes to these riots, you know, people think it's strategic when it comes to black folks, and it's emotional. Like, we're not burning shit down unless we really fucking feel like, man, fuck it. Like, fuck the property. Then logic goes out the window. And the only reason I feel like shit gets burnt down, especially minuscule shit like the shit that they do, is just to keep a motherfucker from burning down something that they know
Has value.
Not just value, but is going to get the attention of that right motherfucker.
Well, it's like Minnesota.
Because no matter what, you know, we're conditioned looking at, if we make enough noise, we know they'll kill you. Mm-hmm. So what's enough noise to where they won't kill me, but they'll actually listen? And that's like subconsciously how we feel about the shit. Because we'll still hoop and holler about some shit we don't like. We'll hup and holler, we'll fucking get on TV and make a statement. But we also know at the same time, man, they'll kill the shit out of you. Mm-hmm. You say the right thing, they'll pop your ass. And they probably do it on television. Don't give a fuck. You know, we genuinely feel like that eternally. But we still want to make noise to something. You know, we're going to push that button. We may not go as overboard as we, you know, would like to. Mm. And sometimes we feel like, yeah, you know, we need to make noise like we did back in the day. And there's a condition of fear there. You know, that loses it. Mm. You know, so it's a give and take. And for people out there that feel some type of way about riots and shit like that, man, look, if you don't make noise when motherfuckers is out there burning and looting shit when Super Bowls and championships are won, don't come at people with that shit when injustice happens.
Philadelphia Eagles fans were eating horse shit after they won the Super Bowl.
New York
Shouts
stomped
out,
the
Ricky.
fucking place out. New York fans were going crazy. Boston fans went crazy. Mm-hmm. College fans go crazy. Fucking California fans went crazy when the fucking Lakers won. Nobody says shit in the scope of victory, only in injustice. Then it becomes a problem. Well, that doesn't solve anything. And what did the fucking championship tour do? Where y'all was eating horse shit and tearing up the tent and tore up the fucking hotel. What was that for?
That's funny because they were eating horse shit.
They ate a lot of horse shit that night. And we know because there were multiple videos and we watched and we laughed and we smoked to the shit. And cracked jokes. And you lucky we didn't have a show then because we would have talked about y'all stupid asses even then.
Shouts out to Rick, the only Eagles fans that I have ever met in my life.
You horse shit lover, you. You horse shit eating lover, you.
Shit.
You love your team eats horse shit.
But you're right. You're definitely right. You're definitely right that, you know, what we put favor to or what we put energy or acceptance is sometimes you look at it and you're like, really? Mm-hmm. Like, really? Like, dude is handicapped. We won't go out. But we won the Super Bowl or we won a championship. That millionaire just made a bonus. And now in 2 weeks, he's going to come on a parade and flaunt it in front of me, and let's get the fuck out there. COVID? I don't give a fuck. That's my team. That's my quarterback.
That's a goddamn future Hall of Fame out there.
That's Terry Bradshaw. In the,
This is the first championship in 15 years. What the fuck you mean I'm not going out there? COVID? Fuck out of here. We had a record-breaking season.
Yeah.
It's a big three.
We're fucked up individuals, aren't we?
Contract.
This world is funny. Funny to say the least.
You know how I know we're fucked up? We lost Kobe and Gianna last year, and we somehow think that magically, out of karma, the Lakers won. That's how fucked up we are. The Lakers won a championship in a bubble. In a fucking bubble. That damn near half the league didn't even participate in. It was really the 8 healthiest and popular teams from each fucking division participated. Everybody else was just like, man, we fuck this shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna get fat.
They won the
James Harden.
They won the championship, and people. What was the first things they did? Did it for Kobe.
Did it for
So all
Kobe.
you saw is trailers of Kobe with this shit. Kobe didn't even play, yo.
No.
Kobe didn't even put. Kobe's
Kobe's ghost would not be at the Staples Center. He'd be at his house with his kids.
Kobe never wanted to be like that. Yeah, do it for me. No, motherfucker, do it for you. Win the championship for you. I won for me. Jordan won for him. Kareem won for him. Magic won for him. Isaiah won for him. Larry Bird won for him. Bill Russell really fucking won for him. He won for him and all of us. Shit. 11 times over. Motherfucker, don't do it for me. You can't do it for me. I did it for me. I got 5 for me. Get 5 for you. Like, shit. That's Kobe. That's what Kobe passes down. Motherfuckers, man, that shit, that's some sacrilegious shit. It really is. And it's a fucking shame. You know what I'm saying? Especially for fans of Kobe. Like, Kobe got his. The Lakers, that whole image that they put out there, and they roll with it. They let the papers fucking do that shit. The media fucking do that shit. And they roll with it. It's like, shit, it make us look good. Fuck it.
You gotta sell papers. You gotta sell
Selling
papers,
tickets, baby. We doing this shit. We gotta sell them jerseys. We're doing it for Kobe. No, you're not. You can't. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's like Marvel releasing Captain Marvel and saying we're gonna do this for Chadwick. Like, no, nigga.
Give her some extensions. give her them burgundy tips.
Give her the Hawaiian silky.
The Hawaiian that comb over.
That cocoa bean, that mocha cocoa bean. Fucking, they crazy, man. They are fucking crazy.
Yes.
Fucking crazy, yo. Let the body of work be the body of work. That's why I appreciate what they did with Chadwick Boseman so far. Like, they just released his body of work, man. He did a film, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
I saw that. That was amazing.
You
That
know
was
what
good.
I'm saying? They're not sitting there, star of Black Panther. No. Chadwick Boseman, final performance. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? Just see him for his work. See him act in his element. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate what it is that he does and what he could do. And you just got to go on that. If you just stick to that, you're fine. Like, don't focus on what they were tied down to. Just focus on them. That's how you honor them. You know what I'm saying? No matter what they do with Black Panther, go see Black Panther 2. Whatever they do with it, go see it if you support it. But that's not what defines Chadwick. Like, the Lakers don't define Kobe. And whatever happens in your past or whatever you're tied down to doesn't define you. It's not all you are unless that's what you.
You've been reading the book, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I haven't. That's the crazy thing. I haven't yet. I favorited it, but I haven't read the book yet.
Shit, you better hurry up. Monday's coming up quick. Eleazar's already halfway through it.
I know he's checking it out. I have to. That's the thing. I probably have to do it after today. Well, pretty much today because fucking meeting and shit that I was on. But I had time to do it last night.
I think it was a big hit. I think Amber's gonna join the book club. I threw it on the messenger.
Amber, you joined that book club?
I threw it in the chat room.
You go, girl. Yo, shout out to everybody that was in here yesterday and that came in today, man.
Yeah. We had a good talk with OG and Burnham this morning or this afternoon.
I know I was pissed, man. I wanted to jump in here so bad, but I was on a fucking Zoom call and I didn't want the kids hear me cursing or hear OG cursing and shit. That motherfucker the other day. And I'm like, yeah, man, fuck them. But that's cool, man. I love it, man. I love the team that we got. We can just hop in and help out when we can, man. That's what's up. I think that's dope. That's crazy. Before you walked in today, I was showing people Mike Tyson's one-man show, Undiscovered Truth.
Oh, the HBO special?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
People haven't seen that before. If you haven't seen Mike Tyson tell his life story, that's fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. the kid is funny. Funny as fuck. But he's actually pretty dope as a personality.
Yeah.
You can do like motivational speaking and shit.
Yeah, you could.
I can see Mike.
You could. And if you fucking disagree with him, he'll knock you the fuck out.
Beat a motherfucker ass. Especially if he talk to you like you do on them fucking cartoon mysteries and shit. Yeah. The fucking Chupacabra. Dude, I cannot watch his cartoon. I can't. I get a headache from laughing at it too much. This shit that come out his mouth.
That's like me and Eleazar were having a messenger conversation last week. And I sent him a video from Key and Peele when he does the Mr. T.
Yeah.
Oh man, that motherfucking skit, it just gets me. It's a rare pattern of male baldness. And they just like stops crying.
I fucking hate his impersonation of Mr. T because it's so spot on. Yeah. And they were sitting there like they were trying to insult each other before they came.
Like, do you want to go do drugs? Nothing.
Right, yeah.
Do you want to go get drunk? Nothing. It's like, your hair's ugly. Hey! Don't talk like that!
Or when he does the fucking, when they were talking about each other's mama, and he come out there, mama, I love my mama. Mama, I always love mama. That's a real fucking Mr. T song.
Is it?
You've never seen that?
Probably, man. I grew up on the A-Team and them fucking vitamins that they used to put us on.
I used to eat those fucking
like legit, if you go to my mom's house and you go into the baby files or my school projects, you probably still see a fucking Spider-Man poster with those vitamins. I don't even know what the fuck they were.
I was fucking with them heavy.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
It's a fucking video. It's a music video he got talking about mamas. He love his mama. And I swear it's a rap video. I'm going to find it. I'm going to bring it in here.
It's crazy how the dynamic was back then. It was so much more, and not necessarily innocent because all these characters had a backstory to it.
Well, no, Mr. T was labeled the baddest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, he would drink gallons of milk.
Gallons of milk, wore all of
gold chains. And now he's lactose.
And he could lift cars on TV. Yeah. He was picking cars up like he was superhero. Niggas was up in there like, man, that nigga got powers and shit. It was kids. That nigga got powers in the Mohawk and shit. It was like, man, we don't even know where this nigga from.
Where is he from?
You know what? I've been told
from Philly, Clover Lane.
I think it's hood as fuck.
Yeah,
because he was a bouncer, and these dudes gave him the image. They was like, yeah, man, dress like this and stuff, and he started dressing like that and talking like Mr. T. And he was a popular bouncer, and he was like in all the hot spots. Like he was so liked. He was like they were having him work like big events and big places and stuff. And somehow, some way, he got cast in his fucking Clubber Lang. for the fucking Rocky.
Oh, he
movie.
did that before 18?
That was like his claim to fame was Clubber Lang.
Really? Hmm.
So like when he did that, he became a superstar because I pity food. Pain. They was like, now that's a bad nigga right there. So he became the shit. So then he got the A-Team, and then he had like all these other endorsements, cereal and cartoons and shit. And he was on wrestling, and the motherfuckers was like, that nigga up there with Hulk Hogan and shit. He about to 7 million niggas. Like, so he had rap songs and all this shit.
Yeah, I remember all. Yeah.
Yeah, the motherfucker had Cortez. He was hood as fuck. He was basically like a big ass hood bully. He was like a Debo for the kids. Like he used to jack motherfuckers and then
Debo
turn
light.
around and was like, yeah, I'm pretty the fool to fuck with these kids. Give me your watch, nigga. Like it's just dope, man.
Here's the video.
Oh shit, we got the video.
Yes.
Oh my god. My nose gonna bleed. I'm gonna laugh at this shit so hard if this shit play. His fucking mama. Oh no, mama.
A's for alopecia.
Well, you couldn't be more than 5.
You're so fat they have to jack you up to take off your shoes.
Yeah, well, you're so skinny your eyes are in single file.
No.
Well, you're so ugly your ears stick out to get away from your face.
Oh,
Damn.
I gotta find
Damn.
Hang on, I gotta find this.
They
video.
playing the dozens like a motherfucker.
Yeah, hey, ribbon
See what
session.
I'm saying? And you
And then
motherfuckers,
what?
and you motherfuckers getting mad because they made a meme,
Right.
or they unfriend you. This is how we used to talk to each other, just saying good morning.
Yeah.
Yo, ugly ass.
Hey, come dumpster. That's
I wonder
funny.
why I wasn't playing.
Ain't a fade on your head. That's your hair running from your face, sucker.
That's fucked up, man. You're so skinny, your eyes line up. It's like that's fucked up. That's a skinny motherfucker. Oh shit!
Damn. That's hilarious.
Video.
But that's hilarious. That's the joy of the dozens. You had a tough skin, and you people talk shit. You talk shit back. That's how it was. That was the beauty of the dozens. Anybody could be cracked on. It didn't matter how you look. You could be the prettiest motherfucker. Look at your pretty ass. Look at this ugly motherfucking pretty nigga. Like you blink and the shit just get wavy. Fuck you. Like you roast the fuck out of them. It don't matter who they was. I didn't care. People I hung with didn't care if you came in the freshest pair of Jordans with a Jordan jersey. They was gonna call you a homo. They was gonna sit there and say, they was gonna call you a Jordan stalker, and they was gonna say, at best you could probably get Scottie Pippen.
Here we go.
All right, check this goofy shit out right
Yeah,
now.
we'll wrap it after this.
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, this is how you end the show right here.
Treat your mother right.
12, you couldn't be more than 5.
You're so fat they have to jack you up to take off your shoes.
Yeah, well, you're so skinny your eyes are in single file.
Well, you're so ugly your ears stick out to get away from your face.
Well, your
Ooh,
mama
Bumpy
is
Johnson.
so...
Wait a minute. Your mother into this. She ain't here. If it wasn't for your mother, you wouldn't be here. So remember, when you put down one mother, you put down mothers all over the world.
Synthesizer.
I love mama. Look at the dudes. We got on Daisy Dukes and shit. Look at Mr. T with the short song.
Check, cash, and play.
Treat her right. Mother, there is no other. Mother, so treat her right.
The original DMX.
Mother, I always
DMX remixed the shit out of this.
mother.
What?
So treat her right. Treat her right.
Nigga!
If you moan and the miserable groan from
Come on.
the pain that you felt when I was alone.
He is traumatized. Look at him.
Burning heat. What
He don't know what to do with this fucking head.
Hot fire.
tears for the time.
These shorts so tight, I can feel my nut in the night.
Hard-earned money she spent to keep clothes on my back and try to pay the rent.
Dear mama.
Rico,
I'm gonna play this shit for Mother's Day.
if you worried that I called
I I'm gonna dress up and everything. Fuck it.
I think a couple of our friends sent us out as Mother's Day cards.
I like my mother.
Something happened that I know she'll get. Mother, there is no other like mother, so treat her right. Mother, I'll always love her. My mother, so treat her right, treat her right.
Daddy don't live at home no more. Becky is moving in.
She gonna get your cousin to college.
Shit.
The M-E-T-H-O-D Lab.
So check it out. UMG's gonna flag it. Be like, you guys played this fucking.
Oh shit.
They're gonna just fucking let it go. Just be like, I can't believe we played this shit.
Right. We did it for the culture.
We did it for the culture, man. It's for the culture.
Oh shit.
That goes out to all the mamas out there.
Hell
All the
yeah.
mamas watching the show.
Treat them right.
You treat him right.
It's mama.
Motherfucker.
We're coming for you, Hogan. Coming for you, Hogan.
Coming for you, nigga.
Oh shit. And